Hello, BookTube. We're continuing with my library tour for 2024 for reasons that surpass all understanding. And we are on Bookcase 3, shelf number 3, subsection A. If I'm calculating correctly, that's where we are. So we're going to try and get through these as fast as we can. I've got all the feng shui ready here. First one is this old Bantam collected complete stories of Mark Twain. I love these old designs, this old design for these. Most of them were white. This is a tannish color. But I love the design. I don't need these editions. Usually the prefaces are not anything to write home about. And the texts themselves, the texts themselves, of course, are free online. So, but I get them anyway. They're very fond associations for me. So, for instance, we'll have a lot of those. This is a sun-faded copy of Anna Karenina. This is the Rosemary Edmonds translation. Is that right? No, this is a translation by a modern American translation. How horrifying is that? By Joel Carmichael. So this is Seen Better Days. I'd like to find one of these in with the color correct, but it was free. We have The Return of the Native. These usually have to be reinforced because the covers get very brittle. But I have a lot of them, and they all look like that. From one particular design period. Here we have Innocents Abroad by Mark Twain. I think I have a couple of copies of this. This one has an obnoxious sticker up there that cannot be removed. That won't just flake and come off. It'll pull the cover off. We have Northanger Abbey. You can see the design changed just a little on some of these. There's a later design of this that is much more in line with the ones that I really like, but I'll take what I can get. I think I have a lot of Jane Austen in this format. Here is Emma. It's a lovely, stately edition of this. Then we move to The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I'm trying not to obsess about the fact that the physical world, the allegedly inanimate physical world, the allegedly non-sentient physical world, has been really, really fighting me for the last few hours. In ways that don't make any sense, in ways that are not anything that I'm doing. And I'm trying to just work right through that as if it weren't happening. But I apologize ahead of time for the sound of crashing, for things falling when they shouldn't fall, for things breaking when they shouldn't break. I apologize for that. I hope it doesn't affect the computer. We have The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Is what I was trying to do before it jumped out of my hand like a living thing. Then we have Jude the Obscure, all in these formats. There's no reason at all. These are not critically distinguished at all. They're not in any way. They're not like Penguin Classics or Oxford World Classics in that way, in that sense. I have them purely because I just like the aesthetic. That's all. David Copperfield, here in a perfect condition copy. I never see them looking like this. You don't see them looking like this because they often get used in schools. Here's More Hardy. This is Far From the Madding Crowd. So we can put Far From the Madding Crowd and Jude and Return of the Native together. I don't think I have any other Thomas Hardy. We have Crime and Punishment. This is the Sidney Moniz translation of Crime and Punishment. A really good, moody translation. Not my favorite, of course. We have The Bostonians. These old Bantams did a lot of Henry James that I have not seen. I have this and I think two others. We have Call of the Wild and White Fang by Jack London. See, these classics, you know that I'm getting these mainly out of affection for the livery, for the look of it, because I even have books that I'm not all that fond of. I don't have much Jack London because he just doesn't do much for me. But when I see these paperbacks, I grab them. Then we have The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Here we have more. This is not white. This is a tannish, off yellow type color. I don't even know if these old editions even give the translation. This is translated and abridged by Lowell Blair. And that word abridged, of course, is going to scald like salt to all of you readers out there, me too. But I doubt, if I had a yen to read The Hunchback of Notre Dame, I doubt I would grab this paperback. Then we have this old Signet Classic of Shakespeare. These Signet Classic Shakespeares. This is Julius Caesar, but they did everything in this set. And this set is really worth having. It's not just the play. It's an introduction to the world of Shakespeare, then an introduction to the specific play, then the play with copious footnotes, then endnotes, and contemporary documentation, original contemporaneous histories, original reviews, later critical essays, all in one little mass market paperback. A really great thing. That set of Shakespeare is really worth having. Okay, then we have more of these Bantam classics. These are neither off-white nor white. They are brown. These are the complete Sherlock Holmes, which we've already seen. Right? We saw one of these volumes just the other day in this library tour. God knows what I did with it. We didn't see two, but this is volume 1 and volume 2 of these. I love this set. I read the original version that I had of this. I read just to pieces. Okay, then we have an old Bantam of the Nick Adams stories by Ernest Hemingway. This old design. Don't think I have much in the way. In the Penguins, I may have other Hemingways, but I don't think I have much other than that. We have Of Mice and Men in this old paperback. Bantam did all of Steinbeck in this exact kind of thing. These white covers with lots and lots of blank space. I wish I could find Grapes of Wrath and a few of the other books. I wish I could find them in this format. Although I don't know why, because I doubt I would read them in this format. We have, Billy Budd. This is an old Bantam paperback of Billy Budd. We've already seen this exact edition. Does not say that it's enriched, but we did see another copy of this that is somewhere. I'm never going to be able to lay my hands on it, right? That's not going to happen. No idea where it is, but that one was black instead of white on the spine, but no reason for you to have two. None at all. Okay, then another perfect example. This is Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence. I just love the look of it. I love the design of these paperbacks, but I don't particularly love the book. Oh, all right. Then we go back to these old Signet Shakespeares. This is a volume on the narrative poems. Never mind how ugly the cover is. This has the narrative poems, tons and tons of critical apparatus. You wouldn't expect it in a little mass market paperback, but it's really, really good. Well worth finding. I wish I could find the whole bunch of them clean. They were in a million schools, so it's hard to find them clean. But I wish I could, because I'd grab the whole set. Okay, then we have War and Peace. This doesn't have off-white or brown or white. This has just a normal painting on the cover of the whole of War and Peace. This is the Anne Dunnigan translation, unabridged War and Peace in mass market paperback. Not sure that I would ever encounter this book in this way again. I did originally. I fell in love with it in mass market paperbacks. Not this one. It was, I think, an old Mentor paperback, and also the Penguin Classic. I fell in love with them that way, but I'm not sure that I would read it that way now. I mean, what would be the point of reading War and Peace non-electronically? Okay, then we have some Dostoevsky. This is The Brothers Karamazov. This is translation by, look at that, no translator on the front or back cover. Andrew McAndrew is the translator of this one. Again, not my favorite Brothers Karamazov. Wow, this is going pretty quick. That's good. Then we have this old Bantam paperback of Look Homeward, Angel by Thomas Wolfe. You see what I mean? This is the same kind of cover design here. Very much the same kind of cover design. And I just like that cover design. I don't quite know why. I also like this one for the cheek that it has of simply outright calling this the great American novel on the cover when it is now almost completely forgotten. And then finally, for this shelf, this is Subsection A. We have an old mass market paperback of An American Tragedy by Theodore Dreiser. Pretty good book, pretty involving, but God almighty is it sludgy. And this paperback would not take a read. I don't know why I grabbed it. Don't know why I hold on to it. I shouldn't hold on to it. And there you go. That is this whole shelf. That was Subsection A of shelf number 3. All classics. So we'll move on from here to I think we can do the next subsection in one video, and then we're moving on to the summit. Once I knock off the summit of bookcase number 3, there's going to be a pause in the library while I pull apart everything on this wall and rearrange it. I don't want to leave that, because then it'll just be left. I won't get back to it. I want to do that, and then we'll move on. That justifies a library tour to me. So I'm going to wrap this up for now. That was all classics, and I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.